June design team project for Country Craft Creations. I made a 6.5 by 8-inch folio, and the spine is a 1/2 inch, or there's two spines and they're both a 1/2 inch. And this features the Prima Spring Farmhouse paper collection, and you can check out each individual page on my YouTube channel. There is a video that shows my design team package for June. So this is just, look at that wood grain paper with all the moss and the like patina stuff. I hope the camera's picking up that gorgeous blue color right there. It's incredible. That's my second favorite page. You'll see my favorite page in a minute. But then also I made some bows here with some of the seam binding and the ribbon. This right here I made into a little shaker, which it's very humid here today, so the sequins do not want to shake. They're just not cooperating with me. And they're covering up my cute little cow. So anybody who knows me knows the significance of that cow in my life. So anyway, yeah, and then this is a butterfly. I have a butterfly die that I just cut out a piece of white cardstock and added some glitter paste to. So it's kind of gold and kind of glittery. Then I had this cute little bird, was one of the pieces of ephemera. And I added a paper doily that I had. This just screamed paper doily to me. And check out these beautiful Prima flowers, the pink and the golds. They are just incredible. They have this great shimmer. And then these two flowers here, I've had in my stash for forever. And they just fit perfectly. And then I also have here, down here, also up here, my camera. Sorry about the sun glare. These are clear little water droplets, I guess you could call them. And then I also have right here, where else do I have them? Oh, and there's one hiding down inside there. There are these cute little rose gold sequins I have. Some are flower shaped, some are heart shaped, some are just circles. And then I filled them with some Nuvo drops. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then this right here says memories, and this was one of the pieces of ephemera from the ephemera package, which I used pretty much all of the ephemera package. So that's the front cover. That's the view from the top, and there is the two spines. So when we open it up, did I say that this is 6.5 by 8? I hope I did. I think I did. So this, I just have a front pocket. What I found with this paper collection is well, first of all, I did not get stickers, so I'm not sure if there weren't any stickers in the collection or if I just didn't get those. But what is included, there were many cut apart pages. This is just one of the cut apart pages. Again, if you go back to my design team package video, you'll see each individual page. But this says beekeeping, containing the results. I just thought that was so cute. So I just cut down, this was, a couple of different cut aparts. I just cut straight down the paper, and look how beautifully all three of those go together. And then you'll see throughout this, there's a lot of, it's not quite rose gold, but it's not rose gold either. Say that 3 times fast. But anyway, so I just made a pocket. I just layered a little piece of cardstock there, just to kind of break it up. And then I made, look at her. Isn't she adorable? Well, it says a country gentleman, but I choose to say that's a girl. I don't care. And then I just made a little booklet there. My book, my rules, right? Again, these are a couple of the cut aparts. This says Such a Beautiful Life. And then this one has a gorgeous butterfly and a wreath. And that bee, I love that bee. I wish that bee was in the foil color, because that would just be gorgeous. And then those couple of tags just live right inside there. There's plenty of room for a lot more tags. So this is the rightmost flap. And I don't know, did I say it's held together with magnets? I think Everybody knows by now that I love to keep my folios closed with magnets. So again, here's just another piece of one of the cut apart pages that I thought just went so well together. So let's start on the leftmost section. Okay, so what I did, I made a couple of larger pocket pages or sleeves, and they have large tag booklets that live inside. Okay, so we'll go through those first. And then there's the back of that, and it has a little flap. Then here, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? This says full heart, gather, simple life, humble and kind, and then it was kind of all over the page, but I love that butterfly. And there's that bee again, and they're all surrounded by those gorgeous foil wreaths. I thought that was so neat, and I just, for the life of me, could not cover that up. So when I go to put a photo on here, I'm really going to be heartbroken. So there's the back, and I just, again, this was one of those cut apart pages, and then you can see as I move the page how the foil catches the light. Oh, I love that. And then I just took a little piece of the pattern paper, or the cardstock paper that was included in my package. And then this right here is just a little strip that kind of broke up the top part and the bottom part. And inside there is one of these little booklet tags. That's what I call them. Look how pretty that is. It says Everyday Beauty. This was one of the ephemera pieces, and a little piece of the cardstock for some journaling, and a place for a gorgeous photo. And I intend to actually stamp a place photo here on all the tags. I just hadn't gotten to that yet. So that just lives right inside that pocket. Just slides right in. Okay, now this is the centerpiece. No, actually we're not there yet. We have 3 flaps that are 4 3/8 by 6 1/8, I believe it is. I love, oh, that's where that page goes. Sorry, I had a rogue tag earlier and I forgot that goes right in there. Oh, anyway, love this. The bunnies and the butterfly mushrooms. I hate mushrooms, but they're cute to look at. There's my cow. Yeah, and I just took a little piece of that. I had that little extra piece of wood grain left, and I said I have to use it, so I just made it into a little tuck spot. And in each one of these 3 pocket flaps, there is a piece of patterned cardstock. So this one, again, I just took a piece of the ephemera, and then just made it, and this is just another piece of the ephemera. Tucked it in there. There's the back, it's a little bird. Oops, what am I getting camera for you? Sorry about that. There's a little bird. I don't think I showed you the back of this page. I think that's a beet. I'm pretty sure that's a beet. Yeah, and then you can see it's like a little piece of faux washi tape. I hope you can see that. Then there's the back of the second one. And this is the tag. It's a creamy, very, very light tan color. I believe that's the Authentique Spectrum cardstock, I think it's called. And then here again is another piece of the cut apart paper. And then I just added a little journal spot right there for maybe a date or a name or something. And that's the back of that. I love that. That screams farmhouse to me, and Christmas sweater or fall sweater, winter sweater, something. Love it. So here in the middle, I just made a little pocket. Instead of being an expandable pocket, I just made it a normal pocket, and then I put a flap on it. Really, that's all it takes. But look down here. I'm going to bring this up. Again, this is one of the cut apart pages. I love that. I don't know if that's just grass or a wheat field or whatever that is, but then with that little house or that little barn type structure in the back, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And this I thought was beautiful too. So I just added some seam binding. Like I said, added a flap. Look how pretty that is. That's one of the ephemera pieces. Sorry, my screen went dark. That's one of the ephemera pieces. It's just so pretty. And then that Simple Things, I think I cut that out of one of the cut aparts. And it's really not showing up very well, but then there is some twine. Here it's like a tan and white color twine. Just made a little bow. And then if you open this, oh, I didn't put the tags in. There's room for a bunch of tags in here. So that just closes back up. And I do have to say, while I appreciate the farmhouse look, I always find it difficult to put together for myself, you know? So this project was actually really helpful for me. Yeah, I loved it. So remember I said earlier that this was my second favorite paper, and this is my favorite page. Look at it's just such a shabby buffalo check that I love it. It's not quite black and white, and it's a little more than gray and white. It's like brownish gray and white, and I love it. You can see I've used it for little accent pieces all throughout the book, just to kind of cover up, you know, the binding that I used. So anyway, so then we have this page. I turned this into a waterfall pocket page. So you can see the waterfalls on the front. Bring that up because there's a bit of a glare. See how pretty that is? It's a little envelope, and that was one of the ephemera pieces. And I just backed it on some cardstock. And there's that pretty paper again with the bees and the butterflies. So what I did was I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 waterfall pages here. And I left the backs of them blank, and I left this blank to put the photo here. You can see I added a little bit of trim, but I put a little bit of trim, pattern paper trim down here. So you can see I just took little pieces of each pattern paper. Then I had that's a sheep. That's a gorgeous little pig with some flowers. And there's that bee again and the bunnies. And then that's just all held closed with a magnet. And then inside here, you can see the view from the side there. Inside here is another one of those photo booklets, or booklet tags, whatever I'm calling them. I absolutely love this cut apart. This is so soft and very shabby, so it had to have pink. I had some different color pinks in my stash. And then that little butterfly that says beauty, that was one of the ephemera pieces. And this is not showing up really, really well, but it's a very pale pink cardstock. And as I said, that just lives right inside there. Okay, and there is the back of that flap. And this is, as you can tell, one of the cut apart pages that I just thought was adorable. Again, I just left it by itself and then took a teeny tiny little bee. I actually meant to put some glossy accents on him to give that a little bit of dimension, and I'll do that. And then here, this is the inside of the rightmost flap. And I just made a little, it's not an L-shaped pocket, a slanted pocket, if we could call, you want to call it that. Just took one of the gorgeous ephemera pieces and then Keep Growing in another cute little bow, and made a little pocket. And inside that pocket there is some tabs. And you can see it's like a Victorian looking dress with a hand holding a rose. That's gorgeous. Isn't that just gorgeous? Love it. And then this is a cute little, one of the cute little ephemera pieces that I just made into a little booklet from a piece of cardstock. So that all lives right in here. Or you can put it anywhere you want to put it in the book. And then the way I close it, because I have a thing about, sometimes a folio, depending on how you close up the pages can get a little bent. So what I do is I like to do that first, that, close that up and close that up. And you can see everything stays nice and straight. and you don't have to worry about the pages getting warped and kind of crazy. So that is my first project. Whoops. So I'm curious to see it. Let me know what you think about it. See those little sequins? They just do not want to. They do not want to move around. And I even put so much anti-static inside there. But that's okay. So that is the first project I made, and a tutorial will follow this video. But I also made, I had this box, I just happened to see it. I also made a little storage box that I'm going to actually give to a friend of mine. So this is one of those Graphic 45, and I threw the packaging away, so I forget what it's called. I think it's called a book box, and I think this is the larger one. But look, I'm just in love with this box. It was so simple. I have made my own boxes in the past, but like I said, I was doing some cleaning in my craft room, and I discovered that I had a couple of these, so I figured why not just use it. So this measures, it looks to be about 7 1/8 inches wide by 5 1/4 by, looks like 2 1/2. So yeah, I had some of the extra flowers left over that were in my design team package, and these are actually, I think this big white one I think is a Prima flower. I have a package of Prima, or a box of Prima flowers. I've had them for forever, and I'm finally just using them up. But it worked perfectly. With these gold and mauve color flowers. Aren't they just gorgeous? And then I had this beautiful ribbony flower that was in my stash, so I used 2 of those. Then I have some of these cherry blossoms that worked beautifully. And I had these pink ribbon flowers. Let's see where else. Oh, there's another one there. But underneath is actually this gorgeous gold foil-y type lace that I have, which looks like this. Maybe that's the back. It looks like that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's about, I don't know, 3 inches maybe? Yep, it's just a little over 3 inches tall, from the top of the pattern to the bottom of the pattern, and it just looked incredible. As soon as I saw this paper, I thought about this lace, and I thought, oh, I gotta do it. Gotta do it. So then I put some of those Nuvo vintage drops. I think I used these 2. And I think I also used the Nuvo crystal drops. And this one is Caramel Latte. This one is called Dusty Rose. And then this one is like a chocolate chip. So that's what they look like there. Yeah, and then I had this little piece of pearly bling in my stash, and this is some of the seam binding that came in my package. And then just what I have in here, I just messed around a little bit. These book boxes come with these tags from Graphic 45. I don't have the die where it cuts out the complete tag. I don't have that, so I just used a piece of pattern paper, and then again I had a scrap piece of that. And I used a, what do you call this thing? A stencil that I have in my desk, and some glitter paste, and just to see what it would look like. I plan to finish with some of the scraps that I have left, plan to finish a couple other tags. I just haven't gotten to that yet. But how pretty is that with some of the seam bindings and some of that twine that was in my package. And then this is what I have left, paper-wise. Oops, I have one flower left. I don't know why I didn't use it. I meant to use it. Maybe I will go in and put it somewhere. I don't know. But these are some of the cut-aparts that I have left. Oh, I'm absolutely in love with that one. Please stay. I just love the vintage feel of all this and the shabbiness of it. So yeah, those are just some of the cut-aparts I had. That's one of the little ephemera pieces. The only other ephemera piece I have left is this. And clearly I meant to use it, but I didn't because I inked around it. So But that gives you an idea of some things. I was thinking maybe, actually, I wonder if these fit. No, darn it, they don't fit. Keeping this for myself, isn't that horrible? And using it as a storage box. I absolutely love this box. So I just thought that would look so pretty over there. On my IKEA bookshelves, I have two of the big bookshelves that I keep a lot of my projects on. I'll have to show you guys around my craft room someday. Yeah, you've actually seen all my projects. You just haven't seen where I put them. So, yeah, this was just perfect to store all these little pieces. Yeah, so that is my two projects for June. I probably am going to have one more coming up, but stay tuned shortly for the tutorial, the step-by-step tutorial on how to make this folio. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back very soon. Thanks. Bye.